everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm not from Eastern New York, but I am from Western New York. I thank you, Bryan, for giving me that little idea. Well, today we went out to lunch with the camp group, and I did take you with me. It's a wet day, and I showed you the town that Jim grew up in, and I showed you the little town that we go out to eat in. They're not very pretty towns. The town that Jim lived in was a pretty town at one time. It was prettier in the summer. In the winter, it's not as pretty. But when we got married, and we'll be married 43 years in July. Well, anyways, we were told when we went to pre-Cana that we shouldn't get married because he didn't know my telephone number. Well, when we were dating, it was long distance to call him or for him to call me. It would have been long distance, and our parents were the type of parents that unless it was an emergency, you did not call long distance. So we used to make our plans to see each other just from one date to the next date, so we knew a week ahead what we were going to do. And it was actually kind of nice because you know how some girls will sit by the phone and pray that somebody's going to call them and afraid to leave because they might miss the call? I didn't have that worry. I used to do whatever I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. And I knew when Saturday came along, I was going to go out with Jim. Well, let's go to that little video and you can see. Today is a wet day. My goodness, it's really wet out here. Look at the water. Puddles, pools right here. We're going to lunch today with the camping group. So we'll go and ride in my car. We take that when it's not real bad out. When it's real wishy out, we take his Jeep. And that can be, as you can see, it's got a lot of yuck on it from the road. My car is clean right now, but it won't be when we get there. This is the town that Jim grew up when we were dating. And would you believe it's not that far from us, but it is long distance. When we were dating, we could not call each other because Fredonia was long distance. It's a nice little town. We used to think it was prettier than Brocton. Is sort of. In the summer it is because the trees are blooming. Pretty street lights. There's a light. And they have, and for those of you that like Welch's grape jelly and juice, this was the Welch building. This is where they used to process it. This is the offices. The actual plant is the other direction. This is the library. It's our chiropractor's house, the gray one, the YWCA. It's the only one in town. And a lot of beautiful houses. It is a pretty town.
This used to have trees arched all the way over top of it.
You gotta tell it. This used to have...
This road used to have trees that arched right over the top of it.
Oh, I forgot I've got the mic on. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh well. This used to have trees that arched over the top of it is what he had said. But I don't know if it picked it up or not.
Made it like it was a tunnel.
It looked like a tunnel here. His brother used to live in that house. He's passed away now. Jim used to live over here. I hope I'm getting it. I've got my camera out the window and we're trying to see. I don't know what I got. Well, anyways. This is the little town that we go to eat in. It's in Pennsylvania. It's raining outside. It's actually not very cute. There's the New Beginnings building. And here's where we park in their parking lot. This is what the parking lots are like in the small towns. They're not like the big cities' parking lots. Everywhere I go, I wear my weights. Even out to lunch. Sure. And we're going to go in and see if anybody is here. It's a wet day, very wet. I'll let Jim open the door and I'm gonna walk in. And I'll open this door and you can walk in, and we're probably early, I would imagine. I don't know, we'll find out. Please wait to be seated. I don't know if they're here. We'll take a check. We'll look in there and see if anybody's in there. Nope, they're not on that side. They're on this side. Oh, there they are. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi. You're going to be in my video. I hope you don't mind if I put this part in.
Oh, there's a Jamestown.
She was at...
Everybody's gone. It was a good meeting. I'll go home. Okay, make sure I've got my gloves in my pocket. Yep, I do. Well, that was a good meal. Look at that puddle. Holy smokes, that's a huge puddle. It's been raining a lot. I'm glad it stopped raining. I gotta put this down so I can put myself in. Oh, there goes the tissues. Okay. Check if there's eggs in the grass bin where Thunder was laying earlier. We'll go out and see. We just got home from lunch and it's not raining anymore, but the sun is shining. You can see the sunshine on the porch. Let's see if there's an egg here. She was sitting over here. Oh, look at, she left me an egg. Ooh, it's got blood on it. Must be she had a hard time laying it. Usually when they have a hard time laying an egg, it will break a blood vessel along with.
And Saturday, you went out with me again.
Every Saturday. And we took my sister too because I had to take her.
Yeah, but I mean this Saturday.
Oh, this
Today
Saturday,
is Saturday.
I went. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I went out again. But this time he took me out to eat instead of roller skate. Well, have a, let's see. I was going to say, that's all right. No, I was going to say, all the way to going out to eat, was trying to think of, what was it called that Catholics had to go to just before they got married, and I could not remember. And I went through the alphabet trying to figure it out. Well, when we got there, I started to bring up the topic, and Jim piped up, and what'd you say?
Pre-Cana.
It popped in his head all of a sudden, and we had both taken pre-Cana, and that was the class that they said that we shouldn't be getting married because he didn't know my telephone number. Well, oh well. It's still, they were wrong.
They were wrong. It has lasted for 43 years.
Well, 42 so
42.
far. So far.
I don't see it ending before July, so.
Okay. Well, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.